Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, people. Hello and welcome to Footy JUDGEMO. It's 2 points dropped. That is my opinion, and I'm never going to change that actually until maybe you beat City at the Etihad. Declan Rice sees red. In my opinion, the right decision. He lost his head. Should not have kicked the ball. That is my opinion. And I said that on the Football Terrace. So big up everybody that joined us from the Football Terrace. I know that everyone thinks it's an agenda, and it's not an agenda. It is my opinion, actually, and I think that he was stupid. I think Veltman should have had a yellow card because he kicked him, but there is no VAR for the yellow card. It is very clear that Declan Rice should not have kicked the ball away. And we're not here to talk about the decision. I know a lot of you want to talk about the decision and the conspiracy against Arsenal, of course. It's Arsenal were absolutely horrific in this game, even, by the way, after the yellow card. Arsenal were terrible. You should not cave at home. You call yourself a big team. You should not cave at home. I don't care if it's Brighton. I don't care if it's Man United. 10 men, Arsenal, with your manager, you really should have gone to win the game. I know that he wanted the control. He wanted this and that. But this is my opinion. And I'm here to actually talk. I want to hear what you guys think in the chat as well. Challenge me as well. I'm going to respond to all your chats, right? Honestly speaking, first of all, Martin was not here, and we are joined by someone who is new on the channel. Jay is here with us. Of course, I don't know if he wants to be called Jay. Of course, big up Jay for joining. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to actually start simply with Martin is here. Saad, of course, the football corner is here, guys. Of course, the football corner is here. Saad will be joined by Nemi. Thomas Party 2.0 is going to be here. I want to hear first the opinion on the red card, but I don't want to dwell on it. I don't want to dwell on it. Just give me your opinion about the incident quickly.
It was bullshit. And you know it was bullshit, Mo, because no one wants a game decided by the most ridiculously soft. Like it was the smallest tap away of a ball that I've ever seen penalized for a yellow card. We'll never see anyone in the history of football ever get a yellow card for that same thing. It was into his leg and then he just tapped it away. It was still moving. There's no reason the game should be screwed over by that. And 𝐒𝐿𝐵 has history of just making himself the main event in this kind of thing. So you want my summary? That's it. I thought it was bullshit, and I don't want games decided by that. I don't want to win a game with the other guy getting sent off like that. I think it's embarrassing for the Premier League. Last week we had a guy getting choked out, and Jesus getting his ass fondled and getting a yellow card for that. Like there's no consistency in these decisions. So yeah, screw it.
Jay.
Yeah, for me, definitely. When I was watching the game, if you watched the first half, I think it was João Pedro. He literally done the same thing. But he actually booted the ball like so far down. The Odegaard went up to the ref and was saying, "Look, you just seen him boot the ball." The ref didn't even look at him. Rice one for me, the only way that's another yellow card is if the ref gives João Pedro the same. You can't have one rule for one and then another rule for the other. It makes no sense. And then this is the same point when I say it's like we're playing against 12 men every time. It's an uphill battle. Like there's a stat saying we had like four fouls and it was like 3 yellow cards and 1 red. They had 25 fouls and they had
by the way, that is wrong. That is wrong. That don't follow Twitter. That is wrong. You committed 12 fouls, they committed 7. So that, by the way, this is why people, Twitter is not real.
That
it is not. 𝐒𝐤𝐿 shared it. It is not real. That is not. Fouls committed on foot mob, committed by Brighton 7 fouls. And committed by Arsenal 12. That is the wrong. This is why, and I'm gonna just don't get your stats off Twitter. Go double check them. But go ahead, go on. So that is wrong.
Yeah, no worries. But even if it is a wrong stat, I'm just saying for the consistency. How does Pedro not get a yellow? But Rice.
I can explain why. I can absolutely explain why. Right, and it's a lame explanation. But it's the reality. Because João Pedro had full control. And I'm just telling you guys because I actually asked someone. Because João Pedro is the one that had full control of the ball, right? And he's the one who went out. And when he kicked the ball, he kicked it to David Raya. His back was to the referee. By the letter of the law, they don't go to the player's intentions. This is what you guys don't understand. And I know it's bullshit. But this is how it is. It is. I am telling you, the João Pedro thing is bullshit.
50 yards away.
Hold on. He should, Martin. He should have gotten a yellow card. I agree with you, João Pedro. But by the letter of the law, it is not a yellow card because they don't go into the intention of him hearing the whistle because 𝐒𝐿𝐵 didn't whistle. But I'm just gonna tell you guys something. Since last season, 50% or more of the time when players kick the ball out, which is Man United did many times last season, they get a yellow card. So this notion that it doesn't happen, when it happens since last season, people get yellow cards, guys.
Have you ever seen someone get a yellow card for kicking the ball 1 foot away? Like it wasn't even like
the problem is it is about Veltman. It is about Veltman. By the way, the ball was rolling. It is correct. No.
Yeah, he kicked his leg. He didn't even have any intention.
After Rice put the leg out to kick the ball out. I don't want to. This is go watch it again.
He made him. Yeah, he kicked the ball. But it's
if Rice doesn't kick the ball out, guys, Veltman kicks the ball. The free kick goes back because it was rolling. Am I wrong or right?
But how many times have we seen like the little kickoff like that? We've seen that loads of times. Why is it always us that gets punished?
Because it's not only you. Man United last season got yellow cards for it many times, guys. Can we stop this, guys? It is not. It's not that maybe City gets favored. Guys, forget the yellow card. He is getting the yellow card. It's the right decision. What are we talking about?
It's not the right
Consistency was not
decision because the
consistency.
referee needs to use his own discretion and say that this is not worthy of a player being sent off, not just for this game, but for the next game. It's ridiculous. It's not. You can't even
Guys,
justify
last season, guys, many players got yellow cards for kicking the
You're
ball.
gonna have to give
It's
examples.
not only
You're
Arsenal.
just saying like last
No,
season.
I know for a
Man United
fact.
does them.
I know for a fact.
There's no
Anyway,
I've never
moving
seen a
on.
yellow card for someone tapping a ball 1 foot.
Really? You
away.
never
Like,
seen a yellow card
not
for
for that,
someone
no.
kicking the ball? Really?
For launching
Oh
it.
my God.
I haven't seen it for like 1 meter.
The problem is I have 4 Arsenal fans, and I'm going to tell you how it looks, right? It looks like I'm having an agenda. This is how it looks like. This show looks like most coming here to have an agenda against
Everyone's
Arsenal.
got their own opinion. I don't know about Nemi or Saad.
In my opinion, to be honest,
I
in
just
my
know,
opinion, it was a yellow
my
card.
one, Martin. I'm ready. I just got here and I already completely disagree with Mo. I usually agree, but today I don't agree with you at all.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but it's just an attention thing. Chris Kavanagh on João Pedro, there was no attention to be gotten from booking him in that moment. There's none. But what in the second half, Arsenal are up. Is the second half I started. It's at the Emirates. They'll say, "Oh, I dropped him. I'm gonna make the news. I'm gonna make the front page. Let me book him." That is just attention that we've seen. The obsession for it. They just want to trend. It's all it is. Everybody was saying all you have to do is, because I didn't disagree with the João Pedro one. Don't get me wrong. He used common sense there, but he kicked the ball away. The rule is the rule. He delayed the restart of a throw-in. The ball was clearly out. He delayed. It should have been a yellow card, but there was no attention to be gotten. He used common sense. He was like, it's nothing. I agree. You should have done the same for Declan Rice. But no, you saw an opportunity to trend, and then you're like, it's the rule. No, shut up, man. You know exactly what you're doing. This is disgusting refereeing, Mo. And I disagree with you very
It could
respectfully.
decide the title, basically. That one decision could decide the title. 2 points lost.
I bet you he's thinking this. Oh, when the season ends, if Arsenal loses by 1 point or whatever they lose by, I'm gonna trend. That is crazy. He didn't even see that. I tell you, he did not see exactly what happened. It is crazy. It is crazy. He just saw an opportunity to become infamous and he took it. It's not the first time. It's not the first time, especially this referee.
From my point of view, obviously, Martin already knows. I don't know why he was capping like as if he didn't hear what I said, but I'll
I
re-say
switched
it
off
again.
I saw enough bullshit.
There you are. There you are. No, let me. I'm gonna go over it again. I think, of course, the referee has some blame, but majority of the blame is towards Declan Rice. And the reason why I would say the majority of the blame is to Declan Rice is because he looks at the ball. He knows that he's on a yellow card. Why would you even risk it? Why would you even give him an opportunity to do something? Why would you even give him a reason to book you?
The ball rolled into his foot, and he's just like,
no. He was walking, and he looked at it, and he was like, "Bang, let me kick it to the side."
And what advantage did
And
Brighton lose from that situation where they're taking a free kick in their own corner? It's not like it's a goal-scoring opportunity that he's denying. It's like he didn't even want to take that kick fast. He just wanted to get Rice booked, and he got it. So
100%. But the thing is, with him being on a yellow card, why would you do that? Why would you give him the opportunity to do that? I understand it's very harsh. I understand. No, but Martin, I understand fully that it's a very, very harsh card, bro. Like a very, very harsh card, because normally what a referee would do that actually has brain cells is he'd go up to the player and he'd be like, bro, you're on a yellow card. This is your last chance. Don't do stuff like that. That's what a referee should do. And that's what the referee should have done. The referee should have gone up to him and said, Rice, Declan, you're on your last chance, bro. Yeah, don't do no stupid shit. You're already on a yellow card. Next thing you do, I'm gonna give you a red card. However, the fact that he did do that, and the referee deemed it fit to give that. Rice gave him the opportunity to do that, bro. Rice gave him the reason, which is the reason why I look at it as in, I just don't understand why Rice would do that, bro, because he is a player that I think of as captain material. He's a player who I think is a very mature player on the pitch, the way he plays, the way he conducts himself, the way he carries himself on the pitch. So it's not something that I would put with Rice, bro, in the same sentence. I
You
don't
know,
think
he's
I'd
never
put
been
Rice.
sent off in his senior career. Like,
Yeah, never.
ever
The first
before.
time. This is the
This is
first
the
time
first
he's been
time.
But I
sent
Wow.
off.
wanna, okay, so
And
I wanna
that
take it
Arsenal.
away. I wanna take it away from the record. Everyone
Yeah.
wants to talk about the records, right? Everyone, and we have done shows and shows about the red card, right?
Mhm.
Every time we did that about the record. I actually want to speak about the game. Guys, there is over 760 of you here. We need the likes to be 400
Come
likes.
on, guys. Come on,
The
guys.
like
Come
button.
on,
I know
guys.
you guys are enjoying the show. Hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as well, because I'm gonna just discuss your comments. Big up Mo. Let me just do the banner for Saad here.
Same, bro.
Here we go. Big up Mo. Woke up at 4 in the morning. Here you go, Saad. Big up. Woke up at 4 a.m. for this piss poor performance by us. This is someone that is actually watching the game. Midfield has been suspect. Attack is slow and boring. Red was soft, but Rice was reckless. That is very good. Well put. We have defended a 1-0 lead with 10 men, 2 points drop. I agree with Sean. You guys disagree with Sean,
Yeah.
right?
No, I
was up at 4
100%.
a.m. too. No special awards for Sean.
Like
I
Martin's
don't-
the best. I agree. I agree with the fact that the attack was slow. I think the first 15 minutes, the first 15 to 20 minutes, we were good. I feel like we were actually playing well. It was very fluid, and we looked like we had them pinned, bro. And we could have scored a goal in the first 15 to 20 minutes. Actually, we could have scored 2 goals. But in regards to after that, I think we've done this against Wolves. We done it against Aston Villa. Obviously, Aston Villa was the away game, so we're at Villa Park, bro. Do you know what I mean? So you're not really going to dominate them a lot over at Villa Park. But we keep on doing this where we give teams like we go all out, yeah, and we press them, and we tuck them into a corner, and we corner them, and we're ready to penetrate. And then all of a sudden, we give them the ball, bro. We let them have space. We let them run into spaces and create attacks. And I'm like, bro, just keep that pressure on until you score. Once you score, once you have the goals, keep on going, bro. You have to have at least 2 goals before you can be like, okay, let's get comfortable now. Let's just let them have the ball. We're 2-0 up anyway. If they score, then we can put the afterburners on again. Like, I just don't understand. And also, go ahead, Catch.
Like, what you think that I think we literally, they were just doing like over the top balls. They didn't really cause us no problems until the red card.
Yeah.
What
I
we
think
talking about here? Like,
I
piss
think-
poor
no, no.
performance. That's crazy.
It's 2 different games. That was before the red card and then
Yeah.
after the red card. There were 10 men we were holding on because Brighton. They passed you to death. They had possession. They did.
Okay, let me just
to
do
be fair,
yeah.
the through ball for their goal was actually like immaculate. The way it split our
It
defenders.
was great. It
And
was a-
Gabriel, I can't even fault him too much. Like, he was on the wrong side of the man from that position. But if he had done any more, I'd say he would have to foul him and give away a penalty because the ball was on the other side. So, it is what it is. You can see the goal.
Wait,
No,
can I just
before you
respond to
go
this
on,
guy?
I want to do the super chats.
I want to respond to him. I want to respond to Sean.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Oh,
Go ahead.
No, you're
go
good.
ahead,
You're good. You're
now.
good. You're
We
good.
got you.
You're
okay.
good.
I was saying, I think I don't agree that we had a poor game. There's phases of games, and we know Arsenal come out full throttle every time at the start of game. And if we don't get a goal, unfortunately, we have to take it easy because the next phase is on. We'll get tired because we're burning out. Not tired, but it's like, okay, momentum. We lose momentum. It's just normal. It happens. But to act like we weren't on the front foot the entire game before the red card, it's just not true.
JDG Madrid here is saying, don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. All right. That's what Saad is saying. That's what Saad is saying.
Yeah,
Big
that's
up.
why
That's what
Martinelli
Saad
is the only guy to get 2 yellow cards in the instance for like throw-in situations. Or
Was it the same
got a
ref?
second red card, a second yellow card for taking too long to take a throw. Only
Was it this
Arsenal
same
get
ref?
the
Was
most
it this same
ridiculous-
referee?
I don't know. Probably.
No, let me just do the rest of the super chat. Thank you, JDG Madrid. Ghost Nathan, Mo, stop it, bro. I can make you 10 minutes clip of players doing much worse, especially for a second yellow was unnecessary. I agree, maybe it was a little bit harsh, but I can make you a 10-minute clip of last season, right? With players getting yellow cards for kicking the ball to delay the start of the play. Many times, by the way. I can make you a 10-minute clip of that last season. We can go and look for it, my friend. So He made a mistake, Declan Rice, there by kicking the ball, not walking away, because he was complaining it was not a foul. 𝐔𝐬𝐞 maybe should have used common sense, but Declan Rice gave him the chance to be at the center stage. Maybe that is the case, which is a big problem with English referees. They really want to be in the center stage.
It all started with what's his name? Freaking Dean.
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean. It all started with Mike Dean because Mike Dean was the biggest guy for this. He always wanted to be in the spotlight. Even the way he referees, bro. The way he'd be over dramatic with the way that he points and shit like that, bro. Like he always wanted to be the center of attention, bro, in the game. So that's where it spanned off of, and all of these referees want to do it now.
Charlie he's saying by the letter of the law, it is a yellow. He looked at the ball and kicked it. It might be harsh, but I don't get the outrage. It's a bozo moment from him on a yellow card. He should have thought better, to be honest. He should have thought better.
Yeah, but
yes, Charlie, I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Guys, the consistency, it's to the referee's discretion, guys. I am telling you, last season, and you many times this season, guys, you will see it many times this season. It will happen. Anytime that will kick the ball after a free kick, they get a yellow card. How are you guys forgetting last season? I think Dallo like this for 2 yellows. One of them was dissent, raising your hands. Anyway.
This is the mildest case possible of any kind of like delaying the action, and it's been given the harshest possible penalty, and I think it's ridiculous. The fact that it's in another game and the North London derby, it's ridiculous. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't even appeal
it. Here, yours truly saying, "Go cry me a river, 5 feet and another trophy this season." We'll see about that, Zoro. We'll see about that, Zoro.
You remember when they didn't draw the offside lines, Mo? For KDB's goal,
bro. I'm gonna tell you something, Martin. I'm gonna tell you something, Martin. Yeah, I literally thought that people didn't talk about it on purpose. That they never drew the offside line. No one came with an explanation. But that's last season. We're moving on.
And you want me to be chill and think that
don't bring up
a fair competition?
Don't bring back.
I'm being serious.
It's bad. That's bad PTSD, bro. Because I was sitting there just like a crazy person, going around to everybody that I know. Like, look, they didn't draw the lines. Look at the fucking pictures. Like, just going out to random, like, you know what I mean, people that I know.
And when was the last time City had a ridiculous decision like this? Like, I can't remember anything in like 5 years. We've got nothing to look forward to. It's like maybe Carabao Cup, we can win that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Terence Daniel, he's saying both parties in the wrong. Rice for kicking the ball and the referee for not giving a second for giving Rice a second yellow, not Pedro too, either both yellow or none at all. I agree. João Pedro deserved a yellow card, but again, as people explained, he literally used discretion with João Pedro and he didn't. With Declan Rice, maybe. And because Arsenal were winning. And João Pedro people need to understand, João Pedro had control of the ball and he kicked it inside to David Raya. Maybe that deserves a yellow. The Rice one also deserves a yellow. And by the way, that Saka thing, when you have control and you give it back to the opposition, by the way, a lot of players just kick the ball high to go back in position, and it's never given a yellow. But when you kick the ball when you're not in position, it is a yellow card.
But this is a difference.
What Saka thing? What did Saka do?
I think Saka...
He threw the ball up in the air, I think.
He lobbed it back to them. Apparently, that should have been.
I remember that one. It was a little... It weren't like high in the air.
Yeah, it's subjective. It's all like, gray areas of discretion from the referees.
The refs are disgraced as far as I'm concerned.
Guys, there is 800 people here. Let's get the likes up. Appreciate all the 20 Hardway saying, "Wow, Mo, I can't believe you got Party on the stream. Can you ask him where his legs have gone since he's here? My guy is finished." Let me do the like. Guys, keep the super chats coming. I'm gonna do them because this one,
we need to speak about it.
We need to speak about the performance now. Forget the red card. Is anybody here happy with the Arsenal game overall? Anyone happy here?
We don't know. We lost 45 minutes, bro. 45 minutes was literally robbed of every plan we had to make. But did we play well? We still had the best opportunity to score. Havertz threw on goal, even when we went down. I don't understand why people... We lost the whole half of football. I'm very happy with it. I'm pissed off with the result, but I understand the manner of what happened. But the way we adjusted, Arteta, I think, was solid. If 𝐔𝐬𝐞 came in 1 minute before, I reckon we don't
Someone
concede.
has a phone ticking next to their mic, guys.
Sorry, that might be me, mate.
It's fucking sad. It's 5G again.
Yeah, sorry, man. I don't know why. It just happens.
Go ahead, Nemi. Go ahead, Nemi. You're
Yeah.
happy with the performance.
What is there to be upset about? Who is upset? I don't think
Most
anybody
we
here.
should have
Only the
dominated with
result.
10 mid.
I am a bit upset,
With
and
what?
I'll tell you why. I'm upset at the fact that we got a red card, we got somebody sent off, and then we completely capitulated and lost our heads. I expect our team to be able to, with the players that we have, the quality of the players that we have, I expect them to, as soon as that happens, as soon as the red card has happened, the red card has happened now.
No.
Let's get back into shape. Let's not cause anything to. Why are our centre backs that wide? I'm not even like, people are gonna sit here and say I'm trying to twerk for rivals, but bro, I don't think today was not the performance to say like we're fully like happy with the performance, like everything was good, bro. After that red card, we just looked unstable. The team looked unstable, misplaced passes.
Hey,
like,
Saeed.
Yo,
Saeed,
I very
hold on,
much
hold on.
disagree, bro. I don't agree with what you just said.
Hold on. Wait, so you're
Tell us.
only upset about losing the second half when we capitulated after the red card. So you're not upset about Odegaard's performance today?
listen, Odegaard was carrying a knock, bro. I don't know.
Oh.
After that
Hold
tackle,
on,
hold
We're
on,
not
hold
doing
on,
this.
hold on.
We're not.
So can I just
Go.
land?
Go,
Let me
go.
just say this, yeah. After that tackle, bro, he didn't look the same, bro. Every time there was a break in play, he's going back to the freaking thing and trying to get something
He
patched
took
up.
pills.
Whatever happened, bro.
He literally took pills on the
he took
pitch. He
painkillers.
went and
I don't
took
know.
painkillers because he couldn't walk.
I think
I'm
this
not hearing
game.
that. I'm sorry.
I think
I'm
this game
sorry.
he should have been taken out early, bro. He should have been taken out early because he wasn't like 100%, bro. In my personal opinion.
Hold on though. I swear he missed that chance before the knock, right?
The right-footed one.
The right-footed one, yeah, and 100% he can.
I don't know if it was before the knock. It was a bad miss. It was a bad miss. I agree.
But
But
this is my point.
100%.
No, and because he's our Odegaard, no one talks about him. Literally, this is the second game in a. We only got lucky last week because Villa didn't do what they needed to do. If anything, Villa, we got lucky. So this week, now that he's missed again, a sitter. And no one's saying nothing. Oh, we're unhappy with how we're performing because when we got the red, but we're not unhappy about Saka's miss. Even Saka's miss, he had a guy on his back. I'm not too on him, but for the Odegaard one, there's no excuse. And this is the second game in a row he's done it.
Can I let me just jump in here? First of all, I want to talk about calling this game a capitulation. I don't know how what opportunities did they create? And the goal was very, very bad. But right before then, we were about to make a substitution, and I think that just totally confused the players because that was Saliba's man. He ran from his angle and came inside. I thought it was a brilliant run. Sometimes we just got to give it up. Our defenders don't do this all the time. And secondly, singling out Odegaard, I just don't know where that came from. I'm just so surprised. He's been good for us from the beginning. He's not always good. He has some bad games. I'm not defending that. But to say he had a bad game last game, I disagree. And today, he wasn't terrible. On the same hand, the same chance. There was a ball that he lobbed over to Saka, and Saka missed it.
Good ball.
And soft.
Yes.
It's weaker foot always happens. Saka at least can even use his right foot. I don't expect nothing from Odegaard from his right foot at all. But to single him out as like a bad performance today, as like a reason we lost, is just unfair, I think.
So wait, a footballer that trains every day of the week, you don't expect nothing from his right foot. Our captain.
No, as sad as it is.
What are we doing here? So what are we doing?
But with that one foot, he does enough. Who do you want to put? Wait, tell me. Who do you want to bring on?
No, I'm not saying that, but you're not. It's like, because he ain't got a right foot. When we're saying, that missed because he ain't got. He was literally right in front of the goal. You ain't even got a. You literally just got to let it touch your foot.
Bro, actually, I think that chance
volleys are hard, even on your stronger foot. It was a
that
volley.
Chance was actually offside. If they went back and looked at
it, Trossard was actually offside on that one.
We don't know that.
I'm just saying.
I promise you, he was offside. You're actually right.
Odegaard got a hit on his knee, shin area. They don't really wear shin pads anymore, so he was down. And then I think we were waiting for him to kind of just like play. What's going on, sir?
Sorry, I captained Mbuemo, and
Okay,
and he's got 2 goals now.
Okay,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's not
So
laughing.
Odegaard, I think we were trying to get him to play himself, see if he was actually fit enough to stay on. I think that we were saying that he should come off at halftime. He stayed on after that, and I think he got subbed in like the 70th minute or something. But he never looked like he was running right.
Yeah,
But there's
I
so
agree.
many different opinions on Partey. I felt like Partey looked like he had his physicality back today. He had his athleticism. Like he got beaten a couple of times, but he was able to keep with his man, and he didn't look like he was running in molasses anymore. So I was kind of heartened by that. But he made a few bad decisions with the ball, but I felt like that was kind of tied to Odegaard. He was expecting Odegaard to run to a position, and he was just kind of like just limping all over the place. So I don't know. I think we're being a bit harsh. We're trying to find reasons for it, but once we went down to 10 men, I think we really struggled to have an outlet. There was no way, there was no ball for us to kick up the field until we got Martinelli on. But even then, we never really counterattacked with conviction, except for Kai. He pulled out a couple of good plays to make opportunities out of. Unfortunately, we didn't capitalize, or he didn't capitalize. Saka didn't reach his cross. That would have been a great one for the books to win with 10 men against adversity.
That would have been wonderful.
But we didn't get to experience that joy today, and everyone gets to, drink our tears.
But Sad, how was it a capitulation? Do you remember any chance besides the goal?
Yeah, that's
what do you consider? Did they create anything?
When I say it was a capitulation, I talk about the fact that as soon as the red card happened, we looked unstable as a team. The fact that players were rushing to get into different positions and not sticking with their line, holding the line, staying compact. Also, on top of that, when we did concede the goal, and we needed to go in for another, obviously, by the way it looks like Arteta was playing for a draw anyway. You could see by the way that not a lot of people were going forward; they were playing for a draw. But when we did go forward,
there were the yellow as well. You got to hold on for like a little while.
Yeah, but when in regards to like going forward, bro, so many misplaced passes. Like it looks like as soon as Rice came off, that rattled the players and rattled them heavily. And I wouldn't expect my players. I'd expect them to stay a bit composed and to be able to handle a situation like that. Because let's face it, if we're going to be in much bigger positions in regards to like or more high pressure situations like Champions League semi-finals and stuff. What happens if we have a Champions League semi-final and Rice gets sent off again? We can't react like that. We have to stay composed, bro.
How many minutes do you feel like we weren't composed? Because I'm really trying to gather. Did we ever go down to 10 men last season? In any game? I really can't remember.
Tommy Aston got sent off for.
We got Fabio Vieira got sent off as well, but that was late in the game when Fabio Vieira got sent off.
I'm just saying, if there was some sort of chaos, it didn't last. To be honest, I don't think it lasted. I only saw it when Arteta was trying to figure it out, and when they flicked to him and he's trying to make changes, and then for the goal. I didn't see anything crazy, but maybe I'm being biased.
No, because the thing is, when Declan Rice goes off, he's sent off. You could see already it rattled the players from that moment, and that's that period after that, shortly after that, is what it takes to concede a goal. Now, fair enough that the boys were managed to hold out until the end and keep it as a draw, but us as the team that we are, with the players that we have, bro, we can't be faltering like that, bro. We can't think, oh my god, the player's gone off now, Rice gone off. Instead of thinking, let's stay compact, let's hold out, let's not overreact, let's not panic. But for me, they looked like they were panicking. They looked like half of the players or two of the players in Saka and freaking Havertz were trying to get a goal. And the rest of the players were like, okay, let's just sit back and hope for a draw now.
I don't agree. Do you see when Odegaard crossed that ball and he was jeering the fans? That was at 10 men. Do you see when 𝐒𝐿𝐴 was bombing forward from left back and Odegaard just missed that pass?
Are we saying just?
We're playing a very good. We're playing.
That what we're doing?
Okay, no, hold on.
What we're doing?
Let me rephrase for you. Let me rephrase.
No, bro.
There's definitely agenda, but let me rephrase.
You know.
Okay, let me just rephrase. I thought that was very poor from Odegaard. I'm going to be honest. He should have made that pass. I don't know why he tried. It looked like he tried to toe poke it in the end. It should have been an inside foot curler. And 𝐒𝐬𝐞 would have been on. I was very disappointed. I lost my head in that moment. I can't defend that. But to say that we didn't try, again, even at 10 men, this Brighton team were difficult to hold possession against. They press very well. They have a very good manager, even though we haven't seen him. Even when we had 11 players, it was tough for us to do it. How were we supposed to do it against, if we didn't go to 5 at the back and give up on a striker and hope for counterattacks? That's all you can do against this team. We would have lost the game.
I'm going to actually say something. I'm going to actually I was listening to you guys. If Arsenal had a world-class player today, apart from Bukayo Saka, you might have been better. This is why Martin yesterday, me and him did a stream, and people in the chat can attest to this. And he's like, I'm disappointed a little bit. We wanted a different kind of an attacker sometimes. Today was the day to get. And by the way, I'm just going to say this. Kai Havertz today, right, scored a goal. Brilliant finish, to be honest, and brilliant movement, knowing that Saka's going to play that ball. And he scored it to Saka. It was okay. Apart from that, and I'm going to say this again, Kai Havertz at the striker position, you need someone else at some times. You needed the like of Isak. You needed the likes of 𝐒𝐬𝐞. You needed the likes of even Gyökeres sometimes. You needed someone like a Lewandowski at his prime. And the reason why I'm saying this, because Arteta built a fantastic and a magnificent team defensively. And even in the midfield, Declan Rice, Odegaard, you know what I mean? Wingers, Bukayo Saka's doing his job. The only piece that is missing is that next level striker, that next level guy that will take all of this and from 2-3 chances will get you 2 goals. Kai Havertz today had 29 touches. And I saw in 3 times, Kai Havertz today lost the ball unforced, decided again to dribble, and unforced when Arsenal were on the ascendancy. For no reason, he makes these decisions sometimes. Sometimes he makes the right decisions. A late run, when he battled to get that ball on the right side. Sometimes he does that. But I'm repeating this again, and people, I was screaming, and my wife is saying, I was screaming before I scored. A donkey is playing. Arsenal need better. And she's like, why? I'm like, this guy, Declan Rice, this guy, Kai Havertz, up top, sometimes makes all the wrong decisions sometimes. And Arsenal, no one, and I'm telling you guys, no one in the team makes the decisions he makes. Everyone takes more care of the ball than him. Everyone takes care of the ball more than him. Even Trossard today, when people said he was stinky, by the way, Trossard held the ball well on the left side. He wasn't explosive, right? But he was playing the position on the right side. This is why I said Arsenal in the transfer window should have gone to a better forward. Maybe Kai Havertz can be the guy off the bench. In these games, small margins, you need better. And that better is not Sterling. Just obviously, it's not Sterling. But that is why Arsenal needed to dip in the market, spend the money. It could be, but it's low probability. Do you get my point? Like, it could be.
I'm just being shameless.
Havertz was shit at Chelsea. This Kai Havertz is acceptable player. Like, when I'm watching Kai Havertz, sometimes the finishes, the movement, sometimes the link-up play is good. But I'm screaming, you're going against Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden and Rodri. It's not only Bukayo Saka that can carry the team all the time. Every time the ball is going to Bukayo Saka. I saw Brighton today, and people, you guys go and watch the game back. You guys know that every time Bukayo Saka got the ball, they had 3 players on that side. 3, not 2. Now it's 3 players. They know that it's Bukayo Saka. No one's scared of the other players.
I actually think Havertz was one of our best.
I'm ready to attack more.
Yeah, I think Havertz was one of. I think Havertz was one of our best attackers, in my personal opinion. Him and Saka, bro. They were.
So you need better. I think you need better.
But this isn't the game for that striker, Mo. This isn't the game where we missed that striker.
By the way, this is the game where you needed the striker to be 2
but once we went to 10 men, you would never reach that striker. That striker either gets subbed off or he's just chasing like dead end long balls to nowhere, right? Like you have to.
I think you're wrong here.
I don't think it would have made a difference having like a.
And I'm getting. If you had 𝐒𝐬𝐞 today.
Yeah, sorry.
Someone like him, someone like Isak up top would have made the difference on their own. That's my opinion on it. I
They
know
would have
that
had to beat like
it
5
has-
men and top bins it. Like it's just
Not
unlikely.
5
I don't
men.
really see it today. If we had more chances, I think I'd say yeah, maybe we'd converted it. But Kai
By the
did
way, he
well
had
with
the
what he
one-on-one.
did.
He had the one-on-one. He could have won the game. The one-on-one.
Yeah,
could
but
have
Kai
won.
made that
No, that-
one-on-one that I don't know, another striker might
But
not
it's
have.
not the
made that
point of
one-on-one.
making the one-on-one if you miss it, Martin. There's no point of making
Well,
the
there is a
one-on-one if you
point,
miss
'cause you-
it.
I
But
mean,
that
he
was
didn't
a
miss
good
it. It was a
save.
decent finish. Like it was a good save. Like
Yeah,
you
it
can't
was
really
a
be
brilliant
saying.
save.
Mo, I very much disagree with you because not just even
Hmm.
the commentator said it. In 2024, only 2 players have had a better output than Havertz. Only 2, Erling Haaland and Cole Palmer. But I do agree with you that his touch needs to be better. He loses the ball sometimes. He's not very composed. I understand.
Yes.
But there's so much that he gives us. There's so much that he gets right.
So
All this
much.
𝐔𝐬𝐞
I don't know
chat.
how you guys
I'm being
see
honest.
that.
I love 𝐔𝐬𝐞. I'm a Nigerian. I want him, but I've watched him play for club and country, and I see the same mistakes. If you're not Erling Haaland playing for Manchester City, I don't trust you to bang in goals at every opportunity. The same Havertz that we're talking about and criticizing today got us the goal because he was wise and trusted this player. Imagine Dunk, who is like twice the height of Saka, going for a ball. And Havertz has no right to be making that run, but he understands that an opportunity can come when Saka is in there. That's my point. Is that another striker will be like,
anyone will attack that space. I'm sorry, anyone.
No. Wait, hold on.
No,
The ball was in the air. The ball was in the air. Dunk was favored to win the air. He's double the size of Saka. I'm saying he had every reason to not make the run, but he was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. He did this again for Manchester United last season. Remember the goal for Trossard? Only him saw that opportunity to run, and he made the run and cut it from the right and square played for Trossard. The only reason we won that game. I feel like
I think Havertz is still
for somebody who
Havertz
didn't want
still
Havertz.
looked at-
Bro, I didn't want him at all.
Do you know Havertz
from beginning to the end? But now
Let
I
me-
have
can
to
I
just
just say
hold
one
my.
thing?
I was wrong. Yeah.
You know, Havertz is actually looked at a lot in the old lens. People look at him in the old lens, that Chelsea lens, that he still has that. He's still that player, bro. But I don't think that player anymore, bro. I don't. Like genuinely. And you have to look at some of the stuff that he's implemented in his own game, bro. Like for me, Havertz and Saka are our best attackers. Honestly, I feel like.
By the way, Nemi, you were wrong. Havertz made the run after Saka got the ball. Just to let you know.
No.
I just went back. I just went back and watched it. He was jogging, and then he made the run once Dunk missed it. Just go and watch it again. Go and watch the game. Anyway, just go and watch. I just watched it. He was jogging, but then he made the anyway. Long story short,
you can't tell it a negative though, Mo. It's not a negative. He scored the goal. He made it bring that run and scored.
No. It's a positive thing. It's a positive thing to attack the space. It's absolutely positive thing that he attacked the space. And I said the finish was sublime, to be honest. Him making the run for Bukayo Saka behind the defense was great by him. I think in other areas of the game, he's lacking. And the touch is not great. The decision making sometimes on the ball is not the greatest for me. I don't know. You guys can continue with Kai Havertz. And by the way, for the output,
what choice do we have, man?
I still think you don't. You don't. You have to live with it. You don't.
Wait, are we acting like Kai Havertz is like just done? He's done out here. We're not gonna achieve nothing with him. I'm telling you now, Havertz gets us 20 Premier League goals this season. I've said it.
Amen.
I've said it.
I believe you, bro.
I'm telling you.
Do you think? You
Havertz
don't think today
gets
when
us-
it mattered, Jay? You don't think when it mattered today, the 1-on-1, he could have won you the game and he didn't. But you're looking at the goal.
No.
This is the thing. These are the things. Last season, there are many games when Man City won 2-0 with 4 chances or 3 chances. Haaland gets 2 chances, had 10 touches, 2 goals.
Yeah,
Done.
but it sounds
Over.
good. Yeah, but it sounds good. We've seen loads of times where Haaland's missed sitters. Just because he scored so many, no one ever. But because it's Havertz and it's the in thing to get at Havertz, everyone just gets onto him. Even the last game, they're saying, "Oh, Havertz." Like everyone didn't play that good, but everyone wants to.
Maybe I need to
Havertz
start
every
watching
time.
Havertz with a different lens. Maybe I need to start watching Havertz completely with a different lens. Maybe I do.
And I've given you motivation, bro. Only 2 players have a better output than him in this.
Maybe I need to watch Havertz with a different lens.
That's
Maybe.
crazy.
And that's
you
another-
don't know, but like Mo was like
Was it a calm?
calling
that
Havertz a
Carmen
donkey
Havertz,
for like a whole season.
Carmen Haaland.
So,
I still think today he was a donkey.
yeah,
Apart from
but
the
he
goal,
scored
I
the
think he was a
goal.
donkey today.
He's got
I
2
disagree.
goals and an assist in 3 games.
That's
You
my
can't really,
opinion
like,
today.
you
I
can't get
think
into that.
it was today wasn't get. Let me do this couple of these super chats. Let me do a couple of these super chats. Sean here is saying last game against Everton, Jesus handball wasn't given against Arsenal and we won. It wasn't a talking point. Let's not make this a talking point. I really want to move on from the referee's decision, Sean, which is I agree with you. I actually think it's my opinion.
What
To
happened?
respond to Sean,
Mo, but this is what this take is crazy.
He's
This
talking
take
about
is
the
Sean.
handball.
Respectfully,
there are
this
many
is
things, guys. There
He's
are
talk-
many
he's
things in the
talking- shall I
game
tell you what
apart
game
from
he's
Declan
talking
Rice.
about?
The one he was running and pressuring. That's
He's
wild.
talking about
Guys,
the last
guys.
game of last season where Jesus
Guys,
handballed the ball.
I'm just gonna tell you guys one
Is
thing.
that what we're doing though?
Yeah, but
I
Yeah, but
actually
last
think
season-
Arsenal. I hold my team. By the way, Wallah al-Azim, and Saad knows this. I hold my team to the same standards, and I hold all the big teams to the same standards. Me playing whatever team at home, apart from the Man City or Real Madrid, if I go 1-0 down, if I go one man down, I will not accept my team defending for the rest of the game like this, especially at 1-1. When you were 1-0, I accepted it. I said, okay, Arsenal are doing good. They have the best defense in the league. I saw Arsenal can defend the lead until minute 90. But once they scored against you, I saw that Arteta will try to impose some will. One of the things that Nemi said is that they didn't create a lot, but I saw they smothered you and it could have been a disaster. You should not allow the team to play the ball in your area that many times. You should try to push them back. That is what I'm criticizing today from Arteta. He dropped deep so bad that it allowed them to actually keep playing the ball in your area. That is not acceptable. You didn't have any control of the
But
game
we couldn't
at
press.
all.
You can't
You
press
were
to
a
win the
man
ball back. And
down.
Brighton are like the best passing team in the league. Like they're on the same level as
good.
Man City.
So you're admitting that you are. It's not. It's the quality. Where are the quality?
No,
Where
but
are
we
the qualities
created
of
the
your
better
I think
players?
you're not being
And
realistic.
Mo, when you say, oh, you hold your team to the same standards as Arsenal, you're going up against, like, I don't even know who you're going up against, because I'm not, but Brighton are, if Brighton are in your league, it's like they're up there. It's not like the same. You can't compare up your team to us when Brighton are good. Like, you could blatantly see.
But
Brighton
yes,
could play
I get
football.
it. Brighton would have Jay. I get it. Brighton should have more possession than you, maybe. But the way you retreated and trying to smash the ball forward to nobody, not even giving it a shot to pass the ball around. Some of your players were clearing the ball with no purpose. We just want to get, and it's 1-1.
Because we're
I
we're
think you're
under-
misunderstanding my point.
We're a man down against a very good side. And I'm not
Oh
saying
my
that,
God.
bro. I'm very frustrated.
What if
with
you
the
go a
result.
man down against City then, or Liverpool?
You
We've
packed
done
the
that.
damn bus.
do
No,
that.
but it also.
But we didn't pack the
There
bus.
is a
no.
difference.
We still
There is a
created
difference
the
with
more,
Nemi.
we created the better chances in this game.
Nemi,
Even
there is a
even with the
difference.
man down.
There is a difference in parking the bus to defend and actually having purpose when you get the ball. I didn't think you had a purpose when you had the ball. I didn't think so. Like the
We
long
didn't
balls
have an
were
out ball
hopeless.
until Martinelli came on, but also
You guys
Timber got injured
tried
in
to
the middle of
create
that,
something.
and we brought
Anyway.
Zinchenko on, and then we were playing with basically a real mismatch of positions and players. It wasn't really good
Let
end.
me do.
Even when
me-
Zinchenko came on, I don't know if you guys caught this. He went straight to Havertz and Saka and said, "Look, I imagine he was saying, this is
Brother
what we're
challenge.
instructed to do. This is what we're supposed to do." So there was a plan. But when you come up against a good side, you have to adjust. It's just what it is.
I hear what
think
Mo's
the
saying.
word
Brighton are
No,
not
it's
easy.
different. I think the word adjust for you. I'm not saying not to defend in compact, but I think when you have the ball, you need to have a purpose. And by the way, the chances you created were loofing the ball forward and Havertz fighting someone like old school. Hats off to him. He won the battle twice. But you didn't create something by trying to play a man down.
There
I
was
got
one that we did. And Odegaard went to the right and dribbled, and then square played it. The
Once-
defender cleared it, and then
once-
he. Once it's
once-
okay. It's enough for me.
And
at
then
that point. Bro, we
Havertz's
didn't lose the
chance.
game.
Havertz's chance. There's chances. Havertz's chance as well.
Offing the ball. I think you guys are literally not seeing the Arsenal from outside. You guys are not seeing this game from outside. I am
You want us
treating
to,
you
like,
guys
panic
as
and,
the
like,
best. I am treating you as the biggest team. No, I'm not, man. It's 2 points dropped. Who cares? City, I'm telling you, City might not win against West Ham. By the way, in 1 hour, City might not win against West Ham. And we're not going to be sitting here saying the same thing.
I hope they go a man down. And we'll see
I am talking about the approach, guys. I'm talking about the approach. This is what you guys are missing, guys.
I think even with 11-11, it was a tough game in the first half. Like we were lucky to be ahead by 1-0 because Brighton are just they're a very tough team. Doesn't matter who their manager is. They just bought 200 million worth of players. They're a good squad, and even bringing on 𝐒𝐬𝐿𝐶 and Adingra like in the last 10 minutes of the game, it was like these guys have a bench too. So I think you got to respect them.
I don't know about lucky though. I wouldn't say lucky, but I agree with you.
Well, like it felt like a struggle, you know. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. 1-0.
Yeah, and I also
let me do the rest of the super chats, guys. Just before we go on, we are an injury away to Odegaard from Nwaneri being our most creative player. Timber also a worry. If anything, I'm fuming still about our window. Is anybody in the same boat, or do you guys think the window is all right?
Listen,
it's not all right.
I'm the first one to say it. I was having arguments with other Arsenal fans saying, no, wait, because I thought something was going to happen. I'm pissed with Sterling. Sterling, you're telling me to, be excited, and then you bring me Sterling as our deadline transfer. That is crazy to me. Where's all the money with, we just sold 𝐒𝐬𝐞 𝐂𝐨𝐝, Smith Rowe. Obviously, we just brought Moreno, but where's the money for 𝐒𝐬𝐞? Like, I just don't get it. And especially, City ain't even spent. City ain't done nothing. If anything, City's lost their striker. Like, we should have thought, you know what? All right, cool. City ain't really doing nothing here. We need to, this is our time to maybe try, you know, if any time. City ain't going to do this again. This is the one-offs.
Yeah, but do what? City signed one of the best creative midfielders in La Liga, and they brought in Gundogan, the legend who won them the league last season. They're already a perfect team. They brought in two.
When for me, when a top manager like Pep gets, fair enough, people are gonna say he might not have got rid of him. He didn't sign the contract, but for me, he got rid of him, innit? And if you decide to get rid of him, there's something there to it. It's not I'm not scared.
Who got rid of who? Who got rid of who?
Gundogan wanted to leave for a different.
Gundogan was adamant to leave, bro. He wanted to move to Spain with the family.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to move.
It was a family decision. He's actually public. He wanted to move to Spain.
So
because he has no club. Because Barcelona decided not to continue.
Barca has financial
they have a crisis and they had to get him out. Yeah. That's why he still has a contract and he went on a free. They mutually terminated the contract because he had to go.
Yeah.
He has no plan. Otherwise, he would have stopped playing football.
No, but I swear they didn't. He wanted what was it, 2 or 3 years, and they were saying no. He was only they were only going to offer him 1 or something or 2, and he wanted 3. That's what I heard.
No, but he also wanted to go. No, he wanted to go to Spain. Twinny Hardway is saying Martin Odegaard has been stinky. That is fine. It happens. My question is why Nwaneri, our only attacking mid option off the bench, if he will never play if Martin Odegaard can't walk? Does anybody think that Nwaneri next game? Let me ask you guys something. Next game, would you play Jorginho Partey or do you play Nwaneri and Partey still in the DM if Rice is out?
No, I'm playing Sterling and I'll drop Havertz in the middle. That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
Or Sterling in there because I'm going for the attack. Hold on. Let me explain.
Havertz in the midfield,
you guys can fight me after you hear my point. After you hear my point, you can come at me. I'm playing Havertz and Sterling to not lose the attacking prowess. Nwaneri for me is still 16 years old. I love him. I'm glad we're giving him a chance. Our window is not good. Unfortunately, we don't have Moreno. He was supposed to solve this problem, but he's out for 2 months. This was not the plan. But to start against Spurs with Nwaneri, I think is just a bad move, in my opinion. I would find it so at least Sterling can keep his head. Nwaneri, if anything goes wrong, he can be. He's 16. He's
Sterling
16.
Can keep his head.
Sterling can keep his head 100%, and we have 2 weeks. Odegaard is probably going to be fit. I'm talking because of no Rice, because we lost Rice after this game. That's my problem.
Have you watched Sterling with Chelsea at all?
This is exactly what they said about have you watched Havertz. We know Sterling. We know Sterling hated Chelsea. We know Sterling before Chelsea. Let's not forget that. He had one bad season with a terrible, terrible club that was in the gutters. Of course, you can't judge him based off that. Sterling is only 29 years old. You guys will actually, you were about to counter. You will start one away at Spurs.
No, I'm my midfield three. Are you guys doing this basis off the basis of Odegaard not being available?
I think Odegaard. We have to.
Or is this based off? Is Odegaard's going to be available?
I think
my midfield three for me is Odegaard, Partey, and Jorginho. That's the midfield three for me.
Partey and Jorginho.
I would go with. Yes.
Why,
brother? So this is why Havertz for me in the midfield is the worst player to put in that position because he will disappear in the midfield. When he's in the midfield, he doesn't get involved. When he's up top, he's in amongst all of it, bro. So he has to get involved. Odegaard's around him, popping passes. Same thing with Saka. They're looking for him. He has to get involved, bro. They're gonna pass him the ball. In the midfield, he'll sit back, bro. He'll just relax.
Bro, but
Jorginho he'll let all of them do their own thing, bro.
So you're going to change the formation. You're going to have two sitting midfielders. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
that's not how we play.
A double pivot of Jorginho.
But we never play like that. Even if it comes out like that, we know we have Partey.
Okay,
sitting
so you
and
hold on.
Rice
you can play Partey as an 8 then. You can play Partey as the 8 and play Jorginho as the DM.
Partey as an 8.
Can we move on? Let's go to the next super chat, guys. We'll come to this. Kumar here is saying City versus Fulham, Cancelo 26-minute red card dominated and won the game. That's how Guardiola we got.
Bro, we've won. I can give him examples. We beat Kumar. We beat Wolverhampton Wanderers when we got a man sent off as well for almost the entire game as well. So it's okay, bro. It happens. There's always one off.
Loads of games.
Blaze here. Remember when Chelsea beat Brighton last season after Gallagher read at halftime?
Oh my God.
They said Chelsea should have won that game. Now they are telling us post De Zerbi how Brighton is so good.
Blaze, you are the most shameless.
No one is going to say a word.
Blaze, hold on. I was going to react. Blaze, you are the most shameless individual ever, bro. The most shameless individual ever. Listen, when you know what, yeah. Forget about the facts, bro. The fact is, when Eze ruins your day tomorrow, I'm gonna be sitting there to drink tears, bro. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. Eze and Tariq Mitchell, bro. Come on, man.
I expect Chelsea to win that game, bro. I'm not hoping, but what I'm saying is, CFC Blaze, you're
a dagger, bro.
Have you watched Brighton this season? Have you actually watched them play? You probably haven't, because you wouldn't be saying what you're saying. They're up there for a reason. Ask Manchester United fans.
No one in the top 4 is getting a red card against Brighton and just controlling the game. You're not happy. It's not happening. No. I'm telling you now.
We'll see.
I do feel like this.
No more Rice Krispies is saying I genuinely think we play like I don't know what ATH.
Atletico Madrid. Like
Atletico Madrid mad defensively. Probably you're right. Listen, guys, there's over 600 of you here. We need to get to 400 likes. The like button is underneath your live chat. And if you're new to the channel, we're on the way to 25K. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, you guys are really bottling it like Arsenal. Hit that like button in the transfer market, of course. Like the video, guys. We need to get to 400 likes.
Hey, Mo, hit the like button, people. But Mo, never. I know it's your channel in that, but not when there's 4 of us here. Never again,
bro. Mo's in host. Well, actually, he's in his home ground, bro. But right now, he's cornered, bro. He's like Saka, bro. Always
cornered. None of you can corner me here. Debate-wise, none of you.
Are you excited about the Champions League draw, Mo? We're coming.
Bro, please.
No, I'm pissed. Why do I freaking have to play Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, Arsenal, and Man City? I'm the only team that play the. Why do I have to play the toughest teams? What the fuck, bro? I'm so not happy. What are you talking about? I am so not happy. I am very not happy.
That's gonna be interesting.
I am very
not
had
a great
happy.
Inter Milan at the San Siro. Wallahi, I'm not looking forward to that, bro. That's gonna be
light work. Light work.
It's gonna be similar. I'm telling you right now, this is how the game is gonna be. It's gonna be Atletico Madrid. It's gonna be Atletico Madrid versus Inter Milan in the last Champions League game. You see how they were just fucking each other up, bro. By just defensive. Bro, that's what it's gonna be, bro. Honestly. I don't see any of us freaking actually going for it and trying to, unless somebody with
Yeah,
like
I
star
think both
ability
teams
comes
will
out.
just calm down, you know. Both teams will be calm. But listen, people, hit that like button. Let me know what you think.
I
Last
hope you
point
get
I'm
a
gonna
player
make.
sent off for
and
then you can
then you
play with
keep
him
your
as well.
standard. Make sure you keep your standard for your team.
Keep that
Don't
energy,
drop
Mo.
it.
100%.
100%.
But the difference is Arsenal are in Brighton, unless you're saying that your level is Brighton.
Brighton are good.
See
Show
how
them
Mo
some
tries to
respect.
twist it on
You
you, bro.
fumbled the bag, bro,
Hey,
here by
Mo.
saying that, bro. You're not Brighton,
Please say
bro.
that.
The difference is
And in Europe, we're
I
Brighton.
hold Arsenal fan to Arsenal club to a very high standards. You literally just compared your club to Brighton.
Yeah,
You're
in
He
Europe,
didn't do
we're
that. He
Brighton.
didn't do that.
We
He
haven't
You
didn't
won.
do
have
that, bro.
world-class players. You have Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel, Saka, world-class players.
Yeah.
You
We'll
want
see.
me? See the difference? They have Joao Pedro, bro. They
Bro, he
played
didn't say
James
that.
I
Milner,
like
bro.
Joao Pedro.
There is a player I even don't know his name, bro. That played in the midfield for them. I don't know the kid's name.
The
Baleba.
Cameroonian
Ira.
is quality. I
Ira,
want him to
innit?
replace.
It's Ira,
I
right?
need. I need to
I
sign him
didn't
when
know who that was,
Partey
bro.
leaves.
Because
I need him
space.
to
I
come
can't
to
lie.
us when Partey goes.
You know
You
what?
He's
compare
20 years old.
yourself to
Wait, who did you say?
Brighton.
Wait, who
Mo
did
has-
you say? Do you want to come to
I'll take
Arsenal?
the Cameroonian boy, Baleba or the
What,
the-
Baleba?
Baleba's
I
good.
think that's his name.
But this guy,
I'll take him
what's
when
his name?
Partey
Minta?
leaves. He's
Guys,
20 years
this guy
old.
Minta, he's a waste of space.
Yeah, he's not good
This
at
guy.
all. I don't know how
This
he's
guy, no,
substituting
bro.
Adingra.
The guy, you
I don't
can
get it.
tell he has the talent. The decision making is one of the worst I have seen in the Premier League. Dribbles when he shouldn't, crosses when he shouldn't. It is crazy. And the games are ended already.
He had a good
He's
game
young.
his first game
Yeah,
though.
they're finished.
He's young. He's young.
He's
Bro, we
young,
can
so
barely
that's
hear
good.
you. I don't think your mic. We can barely hear you.
Me?
Oh, sorry.
No, him.
Me?
Yeah,
What about now?
You're good now.
Yeah.
You're good now.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
perfect now. Perfect. Let me do a couple of these super chats before we move on. 20 Hardway saying Arteta picked Nwaneri over Emil Smith Rowe and Fabio. Play him or he's wasting a spot on the bench. I don't care if he both just dropped last week. Arteta chose this. He's spitting facts, isn't he?
Play him
That's
when?
all right.
Right? I
Kev
wish
is
he said
bullshit
when.
from
When,
last
when,
week,
when did he
bro.
want him to come on for this
He
game?
used to play.
Does he mean this game or
No,
for
next
Tottenham?
game. He's saying
No,
next game.
Next game.
But Odegaard will be
I
around.
think-
Odegaard will be
I'm
around.
down for it.
I
can't
think
wait to
I
see
think
him in
I think Nwaneri, bro. Listen,
You have to
Not
ease
in
him
a derby for
Tottenham,
me.
We
Tottenham,
have
Tottenham
that is-
away. Tottenham away is a bit mad, bro. To
It's
drop him for
crazy.
the first start, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's,
What
it's a
happens
bit
if you
mad,
guys
bro.
lose that game?
We won't lose the game.
Yeah,
We're not
we
gonna-
losing that.
If we
We are
lose
not
that
losing
game,
that.
then- yeah. Listen, these guys.
What do you
are
mean
gonna
if?
lose
Wait,
this
Sad.
game.
Sad.
If we ever lost that game, if
Sad.
we ever lost that game, I'm losing the plot, bro. I'm losing the plot.
Bro, we're not losing that game. We're not putting that in there. That's
we did a
easy.
double last season, bro.
It's only
Double again.
Come on, man.
Listen,
cares about
highlight for
them?
life. Highline for life. You know what I mean, bro? I'm waiting for that sucker
Yeah.
dagger again.
Martinelli.
What do you mean easy? Last season you didn't win at their ground, did you?
Yes,
Did you
We
win?
did. We beat them. Yeah.
Oh,
Four-
you drew
4-3.
at the Emirates. You drew
Oh,
at the
Emirates,
Emirates.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the other way
Hold on a
around.
minute, bro.
That's-
Relax.
That's
bro.
how.
Calm
That's how
down.
I
Oh,
told
the
you.
3-0.
Double.
Is that the
Calm
starting? The
down.
3-0.
Wait, didn't we win at the
Yeah, we
Emirates?
beat them.
No.
No, you
Half,
didn't.
and
It's
they
2-2.
brought
2-2
back
at the Emirates. I got
penalty.
confused, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's our
Yeah,
pissing
listen.
ground, man. We just go there and
Take
sing it
that.
out.
What does Palace have to do with you beating Brighton?
Blaze, it has absolutely nothing to do with me beating Brighton or me playing Brighton. I just want to see you cry, bro. That's the main reason why I said that, bro. I'm a petty
All he cares
motherfucker.
about.
So I just want to see your tears. As long as if I'm crying in the corner, bro, I need to have everybody else crying with me, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't want nobody
Yeah,
happy,
bro.
Nobody can be happy when I'm crying, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what happens, bro. In football, of course, not in real life, but in football, bro. So hold that, Blaze, you fraud.
Yeah, listen. So, but hold on, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about Sterling.
Mhm.
Would you guys start Raheem Sterling on that left side?
I-
Because Trossard started. A lot of people are not happy with Trossard as a starter, and people are not happy with Martinelli. I think NBC, Nemi, you were watching NBC as well. I know that
USA. Yeah. USA Network.
Sterling might actually be the starter for Arsenal because of the form that Martinelli is, and they think he can actually hold the starting place in that left side.
I think the
You know, Robin Mosto was saying that as well. He's saying
Yeah.
with Arteta, he might be able to get something out of the guy.
what I like about Sterling is that he offers an option for Saka. and I'm excited for that. I'm okay with that. Saka plays too many games, in my opinion. I don't think he's coming to battle for the left side. He's just coming to battle for the attacking line because we were short. We just needed somebody there, and I'm happy he's in. I really am.
Yeah,
I feel like, and I also want to say something about Trossard. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's way more intelligent than Martinelli. Hence why he needs to be coming on as a sub. I know that might sound contradictory, but the truth of the matter is Trossard is. We need somebody who can pay attention to the game from the bench and realize where the deficiencies are and come in and punish teams. Martinelli doesn't do that enough for me. I think he's better off when you just bring him in there and then he just finds his way to make attempts and score goals. Trossard is very intelligent.
His mad noise come from somewhere. I don't know where. His mad noise come from somewhere.
Sounds like a kid. Oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
okay. Go ahead, Nemi.
But I love Trossard. I know he's vital for the team, but I would always, even today, I wish he started from the bench just because he's intelligent and he pays attention and he's older. Martinelli's too young, and I think he's thinking about Twitter when he's on the bench and not seeing how to punish the teams.
I agree, but I think that you got to give him a bit more time. Where he's only had that one game to play there, I was already, when I was streaming it myself, I was like, oh, Trossard, this is what I mean. But in the same breath, it's like, this is his first start. Martin, and he weren't.
No, but last season, bro, remember when he started a whole spell of games, he stopped banging in the goals until he went to the bench again, and then he did the same thing. So we've had examples, but I'm not saying the next game, I think he should just start. You're absolutely right. I wouldn't drop him from a manager's perspective. I'm thinking as a fan who's just watching the game from here. I think it would be very unfair for Arteta to take him off the starting lineup for next game.
But
that's what I would
think. For me, personally, I think that Trossard is best, obviously, from the 65th minute when he comes on, bro. He's best from that moment. Now, in regards to Sterling, firstly, I'm disgusted and absolutely embarrassed by the transfer window that we've had. And obviously, Edu needs to be sacked. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm now Edu out for the foreseeable until he either brings Mbappe to the club or brings somebody of a mad stature, bro. A mad signing, bro.
You're trolling, right?
So no, but he does need to do a lot to get me back on track, bro. Because I don't give a fuck, bro. This guy is the biggest bozo. And he'll sit there. No. Hold on, you can't just set fire.
Sad, you're being serious. I'm actually shocked. I thought you were kidding.
No, Edu needs to leave.
Here you go, Sad. Take it to the stage. Tell the people.
Yes, tell the people. Edu is a fraud. Edu needs to leave. Get out of my club. He sits here and he thinks we're just going to let him off because he was in Invincible. Yeah? That fucking ship has sailed long time ago, brother. Long time ago. Now you're just here doing this bullshit. You sit there and you fucking smile in front of cameras. This guy took a holiday during the summer transfer window. Have you ever known somebody take a fucking holiday during the summer transfer window? Your holidays can be during fucking the regular season, bro. You don't need to be there during the regular season. Take a fucking holiday, bro. You don't need to be there, bro. But when you are the guy who's handling all the transfers and the summer is the time where you handle transfers, that's the time where you have to be on work, on job every single day, sorting out transfers. Why the fuck are you going on holiday? And forget about that. The fact that they sat there on that whole Mikel Merino shit for however long they wanted to do, let's stretch it out. Let's just try negotiation. Bro, their plan was to go last minute to Nico Williams. Their plan was to go last minute to Nico Williams and try and press his hand to say, look, we're going to offer you this money. Come to the club. When he sat there and said no, what backup plan did they have? They didn't even have a backup plan. They weren't even going to get an attacker until Chelsea started just shipping out Sterling like he's one bad B, bro. They're just like, oh, do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Like, bro, that's the only reason why they brought Sterling. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have an attacker. And they still got rid of these players.
But who built the squad, sir?
So this is an absolute... Brother, it doesn't matter about who built this squad.
It does. You can't ignore the perspective of how we got here.
That doesn't matter because regardless of that, even then,
not using logic.
A lot. No, it's not even about the logic, bro.
It's about logic.
If you build the squad, yeah, you've built part of the squad. Let's say you built the house, yeah. You built a house, but you didn't put no front door in front of it, bro. There's no front door. So you built a house, but there's no front door. So you're just gonna let people just walk into your house now. Yeah, there's no protection from the outside world. Anybody can just walk into your house. He's built the squad, but he hasn't finalized the squad. The finishing pieces is the attack. Where the fuck are the attackers? It's all good building all of this great defense and this midfield, but when you don't buy the attackers, when you've been that negligent towards the attack and not brought in the attackers that needed to be brought in, like, bro, you have to be held accountable.
Maybe he wanted to bring in the attackers. Maybe he
It's
wanted
not
to
fair.
bring in Tony, and Arteta said, "No, I don't like his attitude." You know, you can't really just sit here and put everything on Edu. I think he did a very good job
Sometimes you have to
selling
take
our players for the first time in Arsenal's living history. We've actually sold a bunch of our youth players for actual good value. What did we get? 100 million out of these kids?
For the first time.
Slight distraction.
Mo, I'm actually
Big up
surprised.
Martin,
Like,
man.
I don't think I've ever heard any Arsenal fan criticize. This is my first time ever. Maybe I'm not paying attention enough, but I'm very surprised by your take on. Yeah. I mean, I'm not on here too much. Maybe that's my problem. I don't get how people are actually trying to criticize Edu, and I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
He's a bozo.
I'm not thrilled that we didn't get more attackers in, but if you think about it, Nico Williams is not going to come if he's not guaranteed playing time. You can't do that. He's not going to even want to come to an Arsenal where he knows he's going to be on the bench. Martinelli, Trossard are fighting for it on the left. Saka has a nailed-on position, and his fitness is incredible. Why would I want to come to Arsenal when I'm not even an Arsenal fan? I'd rather go to Barcelona, but that didn't even work out. These things play in players' head. They're gonna want to play. They going to need guarantees after doing what you've done in the Euros.
Yeah, but what about like Tony going for 40 M's and all that?
I don't want Tony. I'm telling you, I would not have taken Tony.
You wouldn't have took Tony for 40 M's.
Tony's not better than Jesus. I don't know where this.
Are you all right?
Yeah, this is my take. Tony's not better than Jesus. I disagree 1,000%.
Like what evidence do you have? Like
I've got a piece out, so I'll let you guys argue that one out.
Martin, love, bro. What evidence do you? There's nothing you could say that makes that statement that you just said valid. There's no evidence to back that up.
Playing for Brentford is not the same thing as playing for Manchester City.
I get that. I get that.
Wait. We highlight these people who play. We've seen it happen time and time again. You do well for a small team, you go up, and then what's he gonna do at Manchester City? Jesus was stellar for Man City. Yes, he didn't get the numbers, but he did so much for the team, and he did so much for us as well. He's a better dribbler. He's a better link-up person, in my opinion. Yes, he's
wait. But then you can also say that Tony he's better physically than him. He's better at staying fit. He's also a better
link up.
He's also better. He's also more dominant in the air.
Bro, this is 100%.
What about? I'm about to finish the show. Nemi, I introduced you to the second guy. We really have 2-3 minutes right on this show because Manchester City game is about to start in a bit, and I need to do a couple of things. A second guy that doesn't like Edu. Brandon, I know you're late to the party, but let me know what you think.
Brandon heard Edu slander. He was like, I gotta get in on this, bro.
Brandon is driving. Bro, can you park? He's driving.
He's not driving. Leave him.
He's driving.
1 second, guys.
He's driving. But let me finish.
Before Brandon, Blaze is saying, don't let us go above title challenging Arsenal tomorrow.
You know what? This is how low Chelsea.
Blaze is coming with the guns, bro.
No, but this is how low Chelsea have steeped. Like they are now they are now acting like they are their shit team. So they're like they've already acknowledged in that sentence there. They've already acknowledged their shit team. So they're like, don't let my shit team go over title challenging Arsenal, bro. You should be title challenging. You spent what 2 billion? How much? 1 billion, bro. You should be title challenging, bro. Instead, your owners are playing freaking. Let me just buy every winger.
20 hard saying facts. Sad. January 21-22 didn't need a striker. Bottle top 4. Summer 22-23 no midfielder. Bottled the league. Last 2 seasons no striker. Edu is a step behind.
Always.
That's an Arsenal fan, by the way. Nemi, that's another Arsenal fan. Big up. 20 hard way. Opinions differ here.
I respect your opinion, but we have to just respectfully disagree here. It is crazy. We were only 2 points behind the stellar Man City team with their Haaland. That's what, when everybody else who signed Højlund, who they said, oh, we should sign him. What did he do in the league when he came in? Shit. Darwin Núñez, what happened? Oh, top striker, sign him. All this sign names. Bro, it's not how the game works. We signed the Havertz. Everybody said, let's not sign. Forgive me if I trust somebody who's made it work over Twinny Hardaway. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
But I respect your opinion. We should just
Brandon, quickly, because I need to end the show.
Yeah. What we're talking about? The transfer window? What are we talking about?
No, just simple about Edo. Just a couple of words about Edo.
Oh, simple about Edu, right. Well, you know that in my opinion, we needed a striker because I think what Arsenal lack is a natural striker's instinct in front of goal. It's not that we can't score goals. It's just that we don't. We need too many chances to score goals, basically. You go back and look at the 5 losses from Arsenal last season, 3 of them games, West Ham, Fulham and Aston Villa. If we'd have took our chances in the first half, then we wouldn't have lost them games. It would have been completely different. You know, we had 36 opportunities against West Ham in particular, didn't score, ended up losing the game. That's why I say that we need a natural striker. But in actual fact, after today's game, I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking we've got a completely different problem on our hands, guys. Yeah, because I've been talking about the situation with Martin Odegaard leading up to this transfer window as well. We've let Fabio Vieira go. We've let 𝐒𝐬𝐿 go. And I said, who's going to come in and create for Arsenal if Odegaard is having a stinker? Who's going to come in and take that role if Martin Odegaard gets injured? Guess what, guys? Odegaard had a stinker today. And we created very, very little, right? And who was there to come off the bench to take that role that he plays? Absolutely nobody, you know? In terms of today's game, there are 4 things that cost us today.
One area, I guess you don't rate him yet.
It's not about that, bro. I mean, when you're in a title race and you're competing to try and win major honours, which Mikel Arteta has to win a trophy, in my opinion, this season, otherwise big questions have to be asked. You cannot be reliant on a 17-year-old kid, in my opinion. You know, you need experience. You need somebody else in there. I don't think it was a mistake to let Fabio go because he's not good enough. I don't think it was a mistake to let 𝐒𝐬𝐿 go even because, you know, he's not really contributed to Arsenal for the last season. But what I do think is a mistake is not replacing them, you know. So, and like I say, Arsenal are going to play anywhere between 50 and 60 games this season. Martin Odegaard is not going to perform at his absolute best for the entirety of them 50 60 games. You need somebody who can come in and take that role, especially when Odegaard is the key piece to Arsenal's press as well. He's the one who leads the press. He's the one who pushes from the front. If he's not there, then all of a sudden the press falls apart as well. So he's a key component in that aspect. In terms of today's game, 4 things cost us, right? Number 1, the referee. And I'm not going to talk about the referee too much. Number 2 was Declan Rice. Number 3 was Mikel Arteta. And number 4 was Kai Havertz, right? The referee. Now, guys, I don't like to talk about decision-making from the referee too often because I always think that, yes, the referees can play a factor in the game. However, we still have plenty of time left in that game to, you know, go on and win that game, right? But the decision to send Declan Rice off for that little kick, kicking the ball away, I think is absolutely ridiculous personally. You know, that is not a second yellow card in my opinion. But that's as far as I'm going to go with the referee. Number 2, we're going to go with Declan Rice. Right, Declan Rice, you're on a yellow card, my friend. Don't do anything stupid. You know, don't do anything that could possibly give you a second booking. It was very petty and very stupid of him to even consider doing something like that could get him a second bookable offence. So I blame him for that. I think he was a bit of a bozo in that moment and a bit of a bozo today overall in the game anyway. Number 3, Mikel Arteta's decision-making after that red card. Now, I understand that when the red card happened, Arsenal was still 1-0 up. So he's ready in 𝐔𝐬𝐿 on the sidelines, shore it up at the back, make sure we keep the lead, right? But as soon as Brighton score, in my opinion, your substitution's got to change. You know, you can't then go to a back five, and we're already on the back foot as it is because we're down to 10 men. And now we're even more on the back foot because you've decided to have 5 defenders. And you've got Thomas Partey, who's injury prone himself anyway, not back to full fitness, hasn't really looked himself so far this season, right? And you're asking him to cover 3 positions within the midfield and do all of the donkey work in the midfield because Rice has been sent off. You've just taken off Odegaard as well. Like, that don't make no sense to me. You surely got to shore up the midfield because we was losing all the battles in the midfield. Thomas Partey was trying to do everything. You've got to bring on Jorginho instead of 𝐔𝐿𝐿 in that moment, in my opinion. You know, shore it up. Yes, we're down to 10 men, but we're a very good side as well. I know Brighton are a good side, but in my opinion, putting yourself on the back foot like that is why we could no longer go on to win the game. Now, I understand as well that if you can't win the game, at least get something from it. So, you know, I don't necessarily disagree overall with that, but I also think that that decision in itself is what put Arsenal on the back foot so we could no longer win the game. But then also, the reason why I blame Kai Havertz as well is because up until this point, right, I actually thought Kai Havertz was Arsenal's best player. I thought he was holding up the ball really well, bringing others into play really well. He played that cross to Bukayo Saka. He took his first goal very well. The finish was very good. But then we have an opportunity to score a second, and all he's got to do is lift it over the goalkeeper, and he hits it straight at him. And this is why, again, I've been talking about buying a natural striker.
But hold on.
Guys, I'm not gonna go into this because I need to end the show in the next 2 minutes. Go ahead, Brent.
Can I say just one thing though?
What?
Go ahead. Let him. What?
If Odegaard scores that chance, it's 2-0. But we're putting it all on Havertz missing that one. This is what I mean. It's the scapegoat energy. But
Yeah, because he's the forward.
I don't think
That's what you guys are missing because he's the forward. You aren't gonna replace Odegaard, but you could have easily in the transfer window replace Havertz. I hope that people understand this logic. You aren't gonna Odegaard missing that chance doesn't take from because Odegaard still one of your best players. Kai Havertz missing that chance is like, but we could have got a striker that could have finished that chance and we could have walked away with 3 points. But we could not have replaced Odegaard. You see the logic here, Jay. That is why people pick on, like, for example, when Saka misses chances, we aren't going to sit here and say, yeah, but let's just replace Saka. That's not going to happen. You know, no one is going to sit here and say, let's replace. When Saliba makes a mistake, oh, let's go and get another defender. That is the point with Kai Havertz. I hope you understand why the criticism of Kai Havertz. Go ahead.
I hear that.
This is also the same. This is the same thing that I see from last season. You know, that there is a prime example. Arsenal could have took all 3 points today if Kai Havertz had have finished properly, right? But Kai Havertz, I don't blame him to a sense because he's not a natural instinctive striker. You know, Gabriel Jesus is not a natural instinctive striker. We don't have a natural instinctive striker in this Arsenal team no more. The only one who was naturally instinctive in terms of being a goal scorer and a striker in front of goal was Eddie Nketiah, and Eddie Nketiah wasn't good enough anyway. That's why I always thought that Arsenal should have gone in this transfer window and gone and bought someone like Ivan Toney, because, okay, he's not probably your world-class striker, right? But he was available for 40 million quid. He was on £20,000 a week at Brentford. 1 year left on his contract. He offers everything that we need in our system in terms of
Brandon, that ship has sailed.
I know. Listen,
I get your point. You could have got someone similar.
I know.
But anyway, listen. I have to. I'm sorry. I know that you joined late.
I know.
If you have one last point, just make it.
Yeah. You know, he's big. He's physical. His hold-up plays decent. He offers everything that we need from our so-called striker in this squad, in this system. But also, as well, let me ask you guys this: if that chance that Kai Havertz had to put Arsenal 2-1 up had have fell to Ivan Toney, let's say Ivan Toney was at Arsenal, I believe he scores that because he's got that natural instinct as a striker. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we're missing, and that's what we missed last season. That's why we, lost these games and didn't turn them into draws or wins, and that's what cost us the league title, in my opinion. Along with bozos like Zinchenko, So I look at it and think, if there was a natural number 9 there today with that second chance that Kai Havertz had, would we have won the game? I think we would have. Regardless of Declan Rice being sent off, the referee being an idiot, Mikel Arteta's decision-making, being questionable. We could have won that game if we had a natural number 9.
Listen, let me do the super chat. Blaze here is saying, correct, we should be challenging Sad, and you should be beating Brighton too. We don't always get what we want. By the way, Basmati had more, I don't know what that is, than had more red card than forward passes, had more card.
Okay, that's fine, man. Go and watch Enzo Fernandez, bro. That's what you have to watch.
Come on now, Sad. You're not gonna give him that response.
I don't know what else to say to him, bro. I don't know. I don't speak to people who are way below me, bro. In standard of teams and everything, bro.
I think we have to be honest. Declan Rice, he has been pretty shocking for Arsenal so far this season. In fact, I'd go as far as saying that Declan Rice hasn't been great since the Bayern Munich game last season. I think he was very poor for England in the Euros as well. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know.
Declan was one of our best midfielders last game.
I don't know if it's a fitness issue or what. But I look at Declan Rice, who started season last season, and he's not been the same since Bayern Munich. I don't think he's been.
Let me do the super chat because it's actually directed to me. Mo can't expect he was wrong. Can't accept. That's what you want to say. He was wrong about Kai. I actually admitted that. Actually, Arteta improved him. Saad can actually say that. I literally admitted that he hasn't got much better than the time at Chelsea, and Arteta actually made him a footballer again in a lot of people's eyes. So you're wrong here, my friend. So he blames him. Most strikers don't even get that chance he creates. He creates it out of nothing. Typical scapegoating. I hope that I explained it when Jay interjected. Why Rice? Why Havertz? For us, again, you aren't replacing Saliba. You aren't replacing Rice. You aren't replacing Gabriel. You replace Zinchenko. You aren't replacing Saka. It's either you got a left winger to replace Martinelli, which is Nico Williams was there, or you replace the striker. Because unless you're telling me this Arsenal team is perfect, unless any of you can sit here and tell me Arsenal team is perfect. If I'm asking, and I'm just asking everyone here, guys, you got Mikel Merino for the left midfield. You got Timber and Calafiori now for the left side. I'm asking the 3 Arsenal fans, Nemi, Jay, and Sad. If I'm asking you guys to improve Arsenal team, give me 2 positions you would improve on. Tell me. Go ahead.
Do I have a constraint, financial constraint? Do I have that? Am I stuck
Right
with
wing
the budget?
Hold on. Jay, what did you say?
I said I would improve a backup for Saka on the right.
No. Don't give me backups. I want you to improve this Arsenal team today.
2 players.
I'm giving you rank the 3 positions you would improve first, second, third in the starting 11 for Arsenal today.
But Mo, that's too loaded though. That's too loaded. With who? I don't think Tony's better than what we've got. I'm being honest. I know a bunch of you disagree with me, but I don't think he's better than what we have in Jesus and Havertz. I don't.
Not striker, sorry. Left wing.
Sad answer straight.
Left
Sad,
wing.
Number 1, who would you improve?
Left wing.
Okay.
Is the position, the number 1 position that we
Trossard and Martinelli?
No, it's the number 1 that we need to improve.
That's Trossard and Martinelli.
We need a goal scoring winger. if they're not at that full level to be able to constantly, if they're not at Saka's level to be able to nail down a spot, and it's always going to be between them two, and one of them is going to play one game and one of them is going to play the other game because one of them maybe had the stinker or had a couple of games that were bad. We need to get somebody that can nail down that spot.
But bro, this is why I said it's loaded. How many wingers are doing this thing you're talking about? It's just Vinicius. What other winger in world football right now?
You don't think, for example, you don't think if you get an Anthony Gordon, for example, is better?
How many goals did he score last season?
And we have. I was being reactionary.
He did well. He did well last year. Don't get me wrong. But what are you expecting from a winger that Trossard and Martinelli? Obviously, Martinelli is not the best.
So
right now,
don't think you don't. People in the chat are saying names. You don't think 𝐸 is better than what you have on the left?
I can't see the chat. What are they saying in the chat?
I'm gonna ask you something. Guys, I'm gonna ask you a straight question. You guys don't think Mitoma in Arsenal, if he moves from Brighton to Arsenal, would actually be better for you than Martinelli now? I'm not saying Martinelli from 2 seasons ago. And Trossard now? No. Yes or no?
Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Bro, Mitoma last season cost me so many FPL points. He had a shocking season last year.
By the way,
let nobody deny that. Say it again?
Mitoma was injured half the season, just to let you know.
It wasn't.
That's why he cost you, because you didn't take him off
Hold on 1 second. No, I took him off. I was watching everything. Where's Mitoma? Let me see last season his stats.
And for me, with the left-sided thing,
bro, he played 26 games, scored 3 goals and 5 assists. His best ever season was the last one before, and he was 10 goals. Martinelli has hit way more.
Bro, Mitoma in the Premier League played half the season, 19 games exactly. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, half the season he was injured, bro.
Okay, but 19 games, 3 goals, 4 assists. He's not a stellar. He's not a worldie that everybody's making him out to be.
We'll see how it goes.
The season before he played 33, and his max was 7.
Anyway, guys, Man City game is about to start. I want to thank everyone that joined us. This was great. A great show. I appreciate all the super chatters. You guys are absolutely fantastic and amazing. You made the show amazing. Thank you, Brandon, for coming on. Martin is here as well. I want people to shout their channels out before we go. Jay, please tell the people where to find you, my friend.
FCTV on YouTube, literally.
FCTV on YouTube, people.
Yeah.
On FCTV, please. Nemi has Instagram and a channel and everything.
Yeah, my YouTube is where I'm
Instagrams are amazing.
I just appreciate it. I just got monetized on YouTube, by the way. Literally, I just put out a video. So I'm excited for that one, finally. But my Instagram handle is Nemillion, NEMYLLION.
Can you type it then? But anyway, listen. Maybe I will add it. Maybe I'll add it to the description. I will add it to the description, guys, after. And Saad, of course, the Football Corner. If you guys haven't followed the Football Corner, you guys are somewhere in Under the Rock or something. Big up Saad. And Brandon is here as well. He's gonna go back to YouTube, Brandon, soon, of course. True Gunner TV, of course. He's gonna go back to YouTube. I want to appreciate everyone. This is gonna take it to HUSAM when he's gonna watch Man City and hate on Man City playing West Ham. I'll see you guys soon. And I want to thank everyone. I know you guys are out of here. Like the video before you go, guys.
Sorry,